What's going on, Assassins? It's Darkstrider, and one of the coolest features that we have in Assassin's Creed Shadows are the Shadow Projects. The Legacy and the Awakening are two Battle Pass looking things that came out with Assassin's Creed when we first got it. Now, a lot of people were kind of confused and worried by this. We didn't know if it was going to be like some kind of Fortnite thing where you had to pay money to, get like, plus 14 ranks into the battle pass, and, like you could get all these items and stuff. You had to complete challenges constantly. Some people were actually worried about that. But it turns out that you didn't have to do anything like that. There was no microtransaction involved, which is shocking because it's Ubisoft. But we were able to get some really cool stuff. We were able to get keys, gear, weapons, the gold bars, so that way you could enhance your gear. And you were also able to get data fragments, which they told a story about what's going on in present day. It was kind of cool. It really was. And the way to unlock all that stuff is to get data fragments, and the only way to get data fragments obviously is the weekly challenges where there are anomalies. So a lot of people are wondering what's going on. Why do we only have these two? How long are these going to last? Are these going to be forever? Are they ever going to switch them or change them or add to it? Well, we do have an answer, and the answer is that after this month they will be instituting new battle passes, and hopefully it'll be, around 2 or 3, something to that effect. And of course, we'll be able to unlock that stuff by doing the weeklies like we do every week whenever they do the reset. Now, things we don't know is what they will entail and how many there will be. According to what we have, we don't have any information besides that they're just going to, give us new ones. My hope is that, number one, they keep the same energy going. They keep doing the same thing. Some people really didn't like the data fragments. I enjoyed them because they did give you more in-depth story as to what's going on in the present day. Hopefully they do add some present day later on. But for right now, that's the only way you get to see what's going on in the outside world, in the real world, in the present day. We get to see all those data fragments. They give us that information. I still would love to see that they continue with the gear, the weaponry. Some people really don't even care for the gold. The gold is a way of just advancing your gear without having to go and hunt for all the material that you need. It doesn't bother me. It really doesn't. I'm saving mine so that way when we hit level 99, if I just don't feel like going for more gear and stuff like that or farming for anything, I could just do it. I could just, boom, there it is. I've got all my favorite outfits, at maximum. I don't have to work for it. That's just me. Some people have already spent all theirs. It all depends. The gear and the weaponry obviously are really cool. I'd love to see more of that. A lot of people, I know you're not going to be upset about that. And keys, I don't mind either. I enjoy the keys because that way we are able to make purchases every week. If we have something good, we're also able to purchase dailies. So far, most of the dailies are, if it's really good, it'll be like a trinket or an amulet. At best, at worst, it's an ally outfit or, like a pet, a decoration. I don't want them to put pets and decorations in the battle pass, though. Hopefully they don't do anything like that. That'll turn a lot of people off. A lot of people were very excited to get hidden gear and things like that. So definitely don't put any pets or decorations or building structures like we got from this weekly reset. I don't want to see anything like that either. Hopefully they just continue and they do like really good stuff like they've been doing. Now, the other thing that I don't want to see, honestly, I do understand people's circumstances. I do understand that not everybody could be there day one. I do understand that not everybody is going to get their items day one. That's just that's not feasible. That's not possible. Everybody is different. Everybody has different financial circumstances. So I hope that rather than replace the Awakening and the Legacy, that they leave that in for those players who come late to the game, and they add, two more to the right of those two, so that way we have more battle passes and you have options. You know what I'm saying? Let's say, at the end of the month, or next month, if they institute the new battle passes, you have your Legacy and Awakening battle passes, and you have just a smidge left of data fragments to get in order to get keys. Why not leave that there so that way you could get those keys easily, Add the two others, and then just keep it going as we continue through the game. Just keep adding those battle passes every few months, and don't take away or swap them out. I think that would be fair for everyone. Unless, if you're going to swap them out, then do one later on in the game at end game where it's all gear that they're able to collect, by doing the battle passes, so that people who missed out, they can do it. It's kind of like a slap in the face when they do crazy things like they did with Valhalla, where towards the end they just gave you all the stuff. Like you could just go to a store and buy it. You go to a shop, when we had to earn this stuff, during festivals and whatnot. I think they should keep festivals going and stuff like that. I don't know how other people feel about the battle passes. I'm just glad that it wasn't something where, some people would get ahead via microtransactions. I'm actually glad they didn't do anything like that. And I do appreciate the battle passes. It does give you something to do. Like when you do the weeklies, it gives you something to aim for besides keys that you're never going to use. Right now, we have the most useless need for keys, because once you get all these keys, you're just stockpiling them. I haven't really been using keys. A lot of people have been looking at the dailies, and again, at best you see amulets or trinkets. At worst you see pets, decorations, and like the building structures like we saw this week. I don't want to see that in the battle pass. And right now, as far as keys go, I am stockpiling my keys. I have no reason to spend it. Every once in a while, I'll cave and I'll buy an ally outfit or something like that. I don't care about the pets or the decorations or anything. I'm not decorative. I don't care about how the hideout looks personally. Some people do. So, if you're all about that, you're more than welcome to go and do that. I'm not going to gatekeep your keys, obviously. For me, it's just, I just save them. So hopefully during the next couple of weeklies, we get some really good stuff. Hopefully we see the sets that are on the store start coming out. We're already seeing the Sakura gear for your allies, but not for Yasuke and Noe. So hopefully that starts coming into play very soon, along with at least the Tengu gear. Other than that, I don't know what to spend my keys on. I'm just stockpiling them. But the very different battle passes, I would like to see, again, bring them out every 2-3 months, and keep the old ones in, just so that we could go back to them for any reason possible, especially for newer players. They're able to jump in and get those and enjoy the battle passes themselves. Anyway, what are your thoughts on the battle passes? Are they a good idea? Are they a bad idea? Are there things that they should add to it? Are there things that they should remove from them? Do you care about the battle passes? Do you care about participating in the weeklies? Or are you just there for the gear? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you guys all in the next one.
Ya yeet!